doing today? I know you are fine because you're looking smart and all smiling faces. I can also see some toothless mouths smiling nicely. Welcome to our lesson today. This is Teacher Nancy, welcoming you again to another lesson, environmental activities. This time it is about our home. And what are we talking about our home? We are talking about buildings at home. Different buildings at home. What do we have at home? Before we start, can we just sing a song and enjoy ourselves and say something nice about our home? Alright? I know some of you love home so much. Some of you right in the morning when you come up, you already start dreaming about home. You already started saying, teacher, I want to go home. So home, home, home. Home is a nice place. It's a place we love to be, right? So we are going to sing a short song about our home and we sing together, right? Can we stand up and sing together? Can we stand up and sing about our home? Right, very good. I love home and there's no doubt about it. I love home and there's no doubt about it. I love home and there's no doubt about it. Home is the place to be. I love home and there's no doubt about it. I love home and there's no doubt about it. I love home and there's no doubt about it. Home is the place to be. Right, children? Do you agree with me? Some of you don't even want to leave home in the morning to go to school, isn't it? You just love home, to be home all the time. Now, our home. What do we have in our home? The first thing we have in our home is a house. Is a what? Is a house. So there is our home. Some of our homes are big, others are small, right? We have big homes and we have small homes. We have small houses and some of us have houses that have even an upstairs, right? So when you go into the sitting room, you go up the stairs where the places to sleep are, right? So this is just an example of our home. It signifies our home because a home has to have a house. Very good. Who can tell me other places that we find in the home? Catherine, tell me some other place we find in our home. Very well. Now, in our home, we have a garage. Some of our homes have a garage. Why should we have a garage? Catherine, why should we have a garage? Very well. Mommy's car and daddy's car. So, mommy's car and daddy's car are parked in the garage and we lock the garage so that the cars can be safe. Why don't we put them outside? Well, some bad people may come and remove some parts of the cars, right? Others may remove the tires, others may remove the side mirrors, others may break the windscreen, others may do all sorts of things to our cars. So we lock them in the garage and keep them safe at home. Who else can tell me another place that we find at home? Another place that we find at home? Very well. Maria says that we have an outside toilet. An outside toilet. So, sometimes we have an outside toilet, okay, for visitors, because sometimes we cannot let everyone in all the corners of our home, right? So, we may have an outside toilet where our visitors have a self-help routine, and even when we are playing outside, instead of making the house dirty again after auntie has cleaned, we can use the outside toilet. Very well, very well. Now, what other place do we have at home? Now, in some of our homes, our parents have kept animals. Our parents keep animals. Maybe our grandmother's home and grandfather's home, we have cows. we cannot just leave cows outside. Sometimes it is very cold and it will be so bad to keep grandmothers and grandfathers' cow outside. So sometimes in our home we may find a cow shed. A cow shed is where the cow stays, and you can look at it and see the food is there for it to feed, so it keeps warm. It is not burnt by the sun. When the rain comes, it is not rained on, and it can still feed in its house. And we call this a cow shed. What do we call it? A cow shed. Very good. Now, we have another place in our home, okay? We have another place in our home where we keep some nice animals. Woo, 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 woo. Who is this? This is our family dog, Daddy's dog, and it is a big dog with very sharp teeth. Why do we have a dog at home? Yes, the dog at home, it keeps bad people away. Immediately strangers are felt in the compound, the dog can be able to know they are there, and he keeps them away, and it will bark. Woo, 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 woo. And then the strangers will run away because the dog can really hurt them. All right? Very good. Now, we may have some other house buildings in the home, and this is another one. This is another one. How many people here love chicken? Wow, everyone loves chicken. Every time you want to go to Chicken Inn and you don't know where those chickens come from. So in our home, sometimes we keep hens. Okay, can you see the hens? These are the hens. For those of us who love eggs, the hens give us eggs. So this is a chicken coop. What is it called again? A chicken coop. Coop with double sound. Ooh, chicken coop. So here we keep our chicken. They give us eggs, and sometimes when our visitors come or when we feel like eating chicken, Mommy kills one of them and we eat chicken meat for dinner. Very good. That's a chicken coop. Now, we have a nice big compound. When we go to the rural areas, when we go to maybe our grandmother who lives in the village, we have a nice home here. This home has different buildings in the compound, just like we have seen in our home. We may not have so much in our compound, we may not have so many buildings because our home may not be so big. So, sometimes in the village where we have a big home, a very big compound, you can see all the buildings in the compound distributed differently. Here we have the main house. Here we have a kitchen. Here we have some chicken coop. Here we have some maybe rabbit hutch. And here we have the well where we get water. Here we have another building for some other animals. The cows may be on this side of the compound, and we have the outer toilet just on one corner of the compound. All right, children? And then we have a fence and we have a gate. When we pass through that gate, we can go to the farm where we find different types of food crops that we eat in the home. All right, children? How many people have visited a rural home? I know many of you have visited a rural home with our friends, our aunties, our uncles' place, our grandmothers or grandfathers' place, and they have this kind of a home, all right? In some home, you can find a hut. This is a hut. It may be a hut or it can be a place where grandmother and grandfather stores their food. When they get the food crops from the farm, they put them in this hut here. It is not called a hut, it is called a granary. What is it called? A granary. Next time you go for a trip to the Bomas of Kenya, you will find a granary for different people in Kenya and how they set up their granary where they store their food. Most of our people are farmers, so they have to have a house where we store our food so that the family can have food all the time during different times of the year. All right? Now, as you can look at our buildings here, can you name them again? Can I hear you name them? Right? So, here is a house. What is this? A house. Very good, Maria. Caitlin, what is this? Very good. This is a garage where our parents park their vehicles. Daniel, what is this? Very well. An outer toilet which we use when we are playing outside, and sometimes our visitors use it. And what do we have here? Patrick? Very good. A cow shed where we keep our cow like a house so that it can also be comfortable. And what is this? David? Very good. This is a kennel. A kennel. And who sleeps here? The dog, who keeps bad people away from our home. Very good. Charlene? Charlene? Very good. This is a chicken coop, and our hens and cocks stay here. They are safe, and as you can see, this wire here outside protects them from animals that eat our hens and our cocks. All right, children? Now, do we know all the buildings that are found at home? Very well. Very good, children. You are wonderful children. I can see you are very observant, and you see all the places that we find in a home. Now, I have a nice book here, Environmental Activities Workbook. It has different parts, different activities about the home. When you open page number 16, you will find all the parts of our compound. We have the toilet, we have the garage, we have the kennel, we have the house, we have the cow shed, the granary, and the chicken coop. When you look at that page, look at it with your parents, tell your mommy about these buildings. Ask mommy and daddy what other building they can put for you in the compound, because you may also want to have some pets. You may also want to have a dog. You may want to have some rabbits. You may want to have some hens. Now, discuss with your parents, and then on page number 17, color those pictures, and you can also draw and color a heart. And then activity number 4, color the picture. Here we have a house and we have a compound. Color it nicely. Let it come out nicely and beautiful as a beautiful home. Thank you, children. It's been a long lesson. Thank you for listening. I'm happy that you know the places in a home, and I am happy that you love home. All right? So, can we sing again the song that we sang? I love home and there's no doubt about it. I love home and there's no doubt about it. I love home and there's no doubt about it. Home is the place to be. Thank you, children. There ends our lesson. See you in the next lesson. Bye.